Good morning, everybody, from Cat's Cottage. How's everybody doing? I'm sitting here drinking me a cup of coffee, and I got from Texas with love, with bluebonnets on it right there, which I used to see as a kid. I thought this morning that I do a walk around on this balcony so you'll see where I'm sitting and what I'm looking at while I'm talking to you. Okay? So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to go around a little bit and then we'll come back. And then y'all can let me know if you like that or not. If you don't, I won't do it anymore. Okay? Okay, here we go. Now, there we are. All right, I'll start over here. This is to the right of me where I was sitting. And I'll try to go slow. Oh, this I didn't buy this delivery. These are things, that I find and pick up. When the sun shines in, it shines in straight through there. It catches that and it puts those little reflective things all in here, which, I like that kind of stuff. And then there's another one right over there, does the same thing. Okay, I'll go up a little. This is the last wreath I made there. I showed that to y'all. And here's my lanterns and whatever else I can find to hang and swing in the air. Excuse me. Okay, well, I'm gonna come around now. This is right here. This is the stairs that goes down. This is the bare wall. And this is the sliding door. I say that jokingly about the bare wall because y'all know me. I don't have a spot that's empty. And that's empty and that is just not right. Okay, this is the walkout and here's the crepe myrtle that's coming over to visit me. It's pink. And there's that pond that's just going to town. Okay, there's my hostas blooming. And we'll go slow this way. And this is ferns on this side of the house. Okay, we got that out of the way. Let's see. It's chimes. This is that set of drawers I brought up here. And I got the cabinet downstairs. It is heavy as can be. And I'm not budging it till I make sure I want it up here. I'll have to do a little work on it. It's that one that says stamped Aloha inside. There's my shade that I redone recently. Y'all see that video. And let's see, here's that stool that I painted. I'm using it as a little place to put a cup, glass to sit down right here and put your cup there. That little wind is fussing. This is the cabinet, that I got out of the garbage and fixed. I still hadn't found my lights yet for my tree back there. Got my lounger out here. And flip over the other side. Here's a rocker. And I've got a box on the outside window there. And this is loaded down with things I find. And there's my fish from Key West. Okay, kitchen window. Okay, there's the wreath. I'm working on that one. And I'm working on that one over there. And this is the bench out here. Since nobody comes to sit anymore there, I've used it as a shelf to put things on. Okay. Got a rug down here. I'll flip over to this side quickly. Here's that bell that I worked on, picked up, and I put a few stickers on it. Put Cat's Cottage on there. Here's a shelf that I bought before, and it's got different gotchas on it. Okay. I bought this wicker set here from a estate sale about 10 years ago. Okay, there's the curtains. Do a little walk in here. And I put my little flags up along there. If I find any more, I'll put some more up there. Let's see. And oh, here's another bare wall. Huh, that could use a window box maybe. Or a shelf. Maybe a shelf. That'll work. Now this is my little work area. This is where I make things, paint things. I paint and I put things together, stuff like that. There's nothing really here. You see here, I'm working on this one. This is my next one to work on. I might put that. I might put that on the door. And then here's some stuff. I'm collecting these up to paint. And here's this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but I like it. Okay, now I'm gonna stand here and let you see all of that. Is that not? Does that look like somebody's booth to sell at a mall? Ah, all I have to do is advertise and open the front door. Okay, and I'm here at my back door. Okay, well, this all makes me happy. Y'all like, oh boy, Lord, that's a lot of junk. But you know what? It makes me so happy. I have lived my life where I've never been able to decorate. Either I've had a penny pinching husband, or either I had a restricted area that you couldn't put anything on the wall, or I was just didn't have any money. You know, raised three kids, I didn't have any money. And they didn't have estate sales then. They started carport sales, probably started lightly about in the 50s. I'm gonna flip around. There we go. Now, y'all see my hair? How do I have snow hair this morning? And guess what? It is in the 60s out here. It's in 60. It was 67 this morning. And what are we talking about, 67? I just think we're going to have an early fall. That's all. Yeah. Uh, got some clips here. My hair is just crazy. Crazy. And you can't control, can't, you can't control it. It's a good thing I have all those hats. And I have brushed it. It's just, I'm just having snow hair today because of this shift in weather. I even got a sweater on. Oh, me. But I thought that I'd just say hello to everybody. Uh, I'm enjoying this cool weather. I'm not complaining about it. Not at all. But everything has dried up, and it's supposed to, I guess. It goes through those phases where you got to hit it right for your vegetables and your flowers and things. You got to hit it right. And you got to figure your area out where you live. And the areas in your property are different too. So you got to figure out how things grow. Y'all let me know if y'all have done that yet. Anyway, I'll shut up and I will go. And got my little pink earrings on. The shells, you know, when I bought that big sack for $5, just threw them in the sack. She don't want that. She don't care about that. It's junk. Um, but anyhow, it's going to be a nice day, and y'all take advantage. If y'all have got good weather, take advantage of that. Please don't worry about the world and the earth. Please don't worry about it, okay? Don't, oh, this, a lot of people are stressed and worrying about. You take, you take those buildings and things that came down in China. Well, do you see what they made them with? They put them on sand, and it wasn't stabilized. And this guy he picks up this rebarb that's supposed to be strengthening the concrete, and he bends it like a piece of rubber. And he said, look at this, and they're taking the wall, and it's crumbling off on them. It's not the end of the world, and it's not the earth changing. It's they put up buildings to rip these people off. They didn't care if they came down on them. You know, it's the government ripping these people off. But I don't know how some of those buildings stood that long, made of plaster and rubber and cardboard. I don't know how they stood that long, and they build them up so tall and pack them into one square block. It's gonna come down, especially if the ground is sand under there. So don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about all of that. And then people that live on get washed away. Oh, we're sinking. What are you doing building out there? What are you doing? What are you building on that area? That area, really, those areas, my mind is slipping on me. I can't recall what that is. But it's an area from the ocean that goes in through the land. And the land is usually swampy and low and all that. And that's deliberately done. Mother Nature does that to clean the water. It cleans the water, makes water clean when it goes through plants and things. And that's supposed to be there. That's the wetlands, and it should stay that way. It helps regulate our land where we can stand on. I don't know what I'm talking about this morning. I done, I done lost it. Okay, should I include one more? The cliff. Why are you building on the cliff? And then, why are you building up under the cliff? Do you know that them rocks are going to come down? I always think about this. If it's up in the air, it's going to come down. These trees that you have, oh, I've got these beautiful trees. I'm going to buy this property. It's got these beautiful trees. Those trees are going to come down. They're going to, not all at once, they'll come down though. They're not there permanently. Just like I got this cedar in the yard, dead as everything. Uh, my husband said, well, even though it's dead, that color of dead is really pretty, don't you think? He don't want to cut it down. He don't want to have to cut it. And I said, yeah, it's just in time for fall. So where am I going with this, and what am I talking about? I don't know. Let me drink some coffee. Anyway, I feel good today. I feel uplifted for some reason. I feel lucky. And if there was a casino near, I'd go to it. Or I could go down to the gas station and get me a lottery ticket. uh, I hear a train coming. Can y'all hear that? Train's it's about a mile. The track is from me. Yeah. when I'd run, I'd hear the train. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'd try to run and get past that track. And sometimes I didn't make it. If I told y'all the story about the time when I was running and all these men stopped dead of their work. I mean, there was about 100 men working on that track, and they had all equipment out there and everything. Here I come, you know. And so I, I stopped to get by, them and go through them. They're working. They all stopped, just stopped in their tracks and was looking at me. And this guy had his head down working away, and he never looked up at me. And I walked by him. He saw my feet. I know he saw my feet, but he didn't. He was busy working and hammering at one thing that he was doing. Anyway, I passed on there, and I thought, that was a bunch of dirty men looking at this woman running in a half naked running, you know, looking at all them dirty old men. Well, they weren't old at that time, but I got home and I walked into the bathroom to go to the bathroom. And I stopped and looked in the mirror. And I realized what they were staring at. My hair. And before I left out the door, I had my hair blonde at the time. And before I left out the door, I put this, I know y'all remember this rinse. I think it's the name of it, but you could buy it in different tones for blonde hair. And you combed it through and let it dry in there. And I don't know what happened to that product, but it turned, and my hair was as pink as this sweater. And that was before we were everybody was making their hair purple and pink and green. That was before then. My hair all over, it was short, and it was all over sticking out, hot pink. And I'm like, oh my Lord, what an idiot you are. They weren't looking at you. They weren't looking at you. They were looking at, what the heck is that? But I'll never forget that. I like it. From now on, I'll stop accusing. Of course, that's a lie. Well, I don't know why I just said that. But I'll stop that and realize they're just looking. That's all. But that was funny. I remember that. I coming through that doorway and catching that big mirror, seeing my hair. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I said I was going, and I'm going. I'm 18 minutes. Y'all probably won't see this till tomorrow, maybe. So anyway, y'all have a great day, and I'll stop yakking. Bye-bye.